They were the perfect American family. Smiles, morning routines, wholesome discipline, laughter echoing through a tidy suburban home. On YouTube, they were adored. Millions subscribed, billions watched, and everyone thought they knew them. But behind every polished thumbnail, behind every staged moment, was something so dark, so disturbing, that it would take years before anyone saw the truth. This is the chilling story of Ruby Frank, the YouTube mom who became a monster. The internet loved her. Ruby Frank, mother of 6, devoutly religious, always preaching morality, structure, and obedience. Her channel, 8 Passengers, exploded in popularity. It was the kind of content that made people feel good, a glimpse into a family living the right way. But when viewers started noticing strange punishments, starving children, threats, masked as discipline, everything began to unravel. Some called it strict parenting, others called it abuse. And then, the 911 call came. A child, bones visible under his skin, duct tape wrapped around his limbs, had escaped from a locked house. The house belonged to Jody Hildebrandt, Ruby's business partner, a counselor, a self-proclaimed spiritual guide, and the woman who helped Ruby take parenting to a horrifying new level. What the police found inside was not a home, but a house of horrors. So how did this happen? How did a loving mother become a criminal? Why did no one intervene sooner? And how deep did this darkness really go? Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain, and you may never look at family vlog the same way again. Ruby Frank began uploading videos in 2015. Her content, simple. Breakfasts, homework, car rides, discipline talks. But underneath the surface, something didn't sit right. She filmed her kids during breakdowns, posted punishments. One clip showed her denying lunch to her 6-year-old daughter as a lesson. Another featured her 15-year-old son, sleeping on a beanbag for 7 months because he wasn't trustworthy. Viewers began raising eyebrows, but Ruby dismissed the concerns. And then, Jody Hildebrandt entered the scene, a licensed counselor with a troubling reputation, known for extreme teachings on obedience, shame, and control. Together, Ruby and Jody launched a new project, Moms of Truth, but there was nothing truthful about what they were doing. They told parents to cut off rebellious children, to break their will. That pain was part of God's plan, and Ruby followed it religiously. Friends disappeared. Ruby became more isolated. Her husband, Kevin, tried to intervene, but soon, even he was pushed out. Then came August 2023. Boy climbed out of a window. His wrists and ankles were raw from being tied up. He hadn't eaten in days. He begged a neighbor for help. When police arrived, they found his 10-year-old sister in similar condition, skin and bones, starving, covered in wounds. This wasn't parenting, this was torture. Ruby and Jody were arrested on the spot, charged with 6 counts of aggravated child abuse. And as investigators dug deeper, the truth got darker. The children were subjected to daily punishments, locked in rooms for weeks, food withheld, beaten, threatened, all justified in the name of spiritual healing. In court, Ruby didn't cry. She didn't deny it. She confessed, her voice cold, detached, like she still believed she was doing the right thing. Jody, too, stood firm. No remorse, just twisted justification. They were sentenced to decades in prison, but the scars they left may never fully heal. Ruby's oldest daughter, Shari, spoke out. She'd long suspected the truth. She begged for help, warned people. No one listened until it was almost too late. So now we ask, how many other family vloggers are hiding abuse behind edits and thumbnails? How many children are suffering in silence for views, likes, and brand deals? This isn't just Ruby's story. It's a warning, because the scariest monsters aren't in the woods. They're smiling on camera, sitting in living rooms, preaching family values. They're the ones who tell you everything's perfect, while everything is rotting. This was no accident. It was a system, built on control, reinforced by blind faith, fueled by social media, and no one stopped it. until one boy, starved, bleeding, and afraid, ran for his life. That boy saved his siblings, exposed the lie, and shattered the mask Ruby wore so well. This is the story of 8 passengers, but it was never about 8. It was always about one. The one who broke free. And in the end, he reminded the world of something terrifying. Even the brightest smiles can hide the darkest secrets.